your soul is trapped. And I don't mean trapped in your body, trapped in the world, trapped in your mind even. I mean, it's trapped in your lie, the lie that you're living right now. So your soul has a truth to it. We all have truths to ourselves. We are all individuals. We all have things that we love. We all have things we like, things that we want to do, things that we care about. Like for me, I'm an artist. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an athlete, I try to be. I'm a friend. I'm a son. I'm an uncle, you know? Like, I'm these things. But all of these things are merely like, not merely, but most of these things are mainly just physical, right? They're just a subsection of my identity. It's just a hat that I wear. But we wear many, many hats that are completely dissociated with who we actually are in here. And so the image we're putting out, the things that we're wearing, don't reflect who we are inside. And so if your soul and your physical manifestation, how you present yourself to the world, aren't aligned, you're living a lie. And that living of a lie is the reason you don't want to wake up in the morning. That living of a lie is the reason you can't go to class. That living of a lie is the reason you don't want to tell your parents that you hate going to school. That living of a lie is the reason you don't want to make art. That living of a lie is the reason you don't want to exercise. You're not being who you are. And that is dangerous. It's extremely dangerous. And more people aren't who they're supposed to be. More and more people are being who society's been telling them, being who the school system's been telling them, who our parents have been telling them to be. And it's all bullshit. Depression's as high as it's ever been. Anxiety is as high as it's ever been. Suicide is as high as it's ever been. People literally see death as the only escape from the lie they're living. What the fuck? Like, what's going on right now? If you feel depressed, if you were how I was a year ago, down bad, the worst I've ever been, more like 15 months ago. But I was at a point where I legitimately woke up, smoked weed, fapped, played video games all day, binged all day. Like, that's what my life was. And I was going to college. Was I going to class? No. But I was at school. I was on campus. But I didn't care. None of it was for me. I hated who I was. So I was constantly escaping. All the time. I never looked at death as an option. So I just used escapism. Instead of being in my world, in the world I'm in, I'm gonna be in other worlds. I'm gonna be in Jane the Virgin's world. I'm gonna be in Boy Meets World world. I'm gonna be on YouTube world. Whatever. I'm not gonna be in the world. I'm gonna be drunk off my ass or some shit. Who knows? I did all those things. And if you do any of those things, if you do anything along those lines, and you're asking yourself why, if you don't like who you are, if you don't like what you're doing, it's because you're just not you. You're not the real you. You're not the you who was, super little, running around, drawing on the walls and shit, jumping around when your parents were telling you to stop. That's not you anymore. But that is your truth. Your inner self, your inner child, your inner artist. That is your truth. And once we start embracing that, once we see, oh wow, there's so many things that I've been doing that just aren't aligned with who I am. Maybe you'll quit your job. Maybe you'll go back to school. Maybe you'll go backpacking through Europe. Who cares? But if it's true and authentic to yourself, if it genuinely pulls you to be better, and it pulls you to serve the world, do it. Your depression is a symptom of not being who you really are. Your depression is a symptom of your soul feeling trapped in a lie. And so if you want to not be depressed, you have to start being truthful to yourself. You have to start making more. You have to start creating art more. That's your thing. I think it's everyone's thing. Maybe you should start learning more. Maybe you should start exercising more. Maybe you should start going to church more, whatever. But whatever you think is genuinely going to fulfill you and get you to a place where you no longer want to escape your life all the time, that's what you should be doing. If you've been struggling with trying to figure out like what those truths are, hit me up. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. I want to talk. I want to help you out. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, like, I make these YouTube videos for my younger selves. I mean, my 19-year-old, my 14-year-old, my 10-year-old selves who were just so lost and felt like they had no clue in the world. And if that sounds anything like you, I get it. I was there. And I want to help you out. So, hit me up. I'll be waiting. My name is Jaden. I like to coin myself as the leader of the digital renaissance. I'm starting that right now, by the way. So, follow the movement. See you in the next vid. Dubs out!